Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. So I've been messing around with the Motorola G Pure now for about a year and a little over that, so about a buck and change. But the deep indigo color is actually pretty nice. It's got a nice matte material, which is definitely going to be fingerprint resistant. It's also got a fingerprint on the rear with the Moto logo. It has a decent display, and after a little bit over a year with this device, it's safe to say that it's been holding up pretty well. Now you see, because the Motorola Moto G Pure was released for about $150, and so $150 was actually a pretty decent price for this device. However, this device was released with several different carriers, and you can actually get the unlocked model, which is the one I'm using right now. And so it comes with a lot of features like, a nice audio setting to customize the EQs. You also do get double cameras on the back, as well as a nice camera on the front. You're also going to get, the quick fingerprint sensor, as well as the facial recognition too. And so this thing combines that with a huge battery that gives you a promised 2 days of overall use. But all of that for $150, right? Well, actually, a lot of people were able to get the Motorola G Pure on a carrier for much less than $150. So if you were able to get it for under $150, leave a comment down below and type in hashtags Moto G Pure. So I definitely think this device is actually pretty steady and it holds up pretty well, especially after I've been updating it for the past 2 or 3 days, and I've now have it on August 1st, 2023 software security patch. And so it was at 2022 October. So I was able to update it completely, and after using it for the past few days now, I could definitely say that the display does get pretty vivid. It does look good, and it does brighten up the display very well, being that it's only a 720 display. And so it has a decent amount of pixels on here. But one of the main things that you're going to be doing when it comes to the Motorola G Pure is calling, texting, and social media for the most part. And so this device is actually able to achieve all of those tasks without any issues whatsoever. Now, the device does come with 3 GB of RAM on here, and there's no way to actually extend it or expand it virtually, but you do get 32 GB of storage with the SD card slot for expansion. The fingerprint also doubles as a little toggle where you can pull down your notification shade. And so this device is definitely good for absorbing social media, even with the 60 Hertz display, because it has a beautiful 6.5 display, which is going to offer beautiful colors. It's also going to offer a waterfall drop notch at the top, which is going to be a nice little cutout, which will give the display a nice viewing experience. And so overall, you can use this unlock for all carriers, and you can even, get the update from Android 11 to Android 12. Now, I want to get into that in a little bit more detail, but when it came to the Motorola G Pure's cameras, the 32 megapixel on the rear was capable of taking some pretty good shots during the daytime, even during sunsets. And so you were able to get some really good image quality on this device when using it outdoors in different scenarios, even though it did lack the ability to pack a night mode on here for the cameras. So the video mode was also pretty decent as well. It was capable of recording in low light settings in addition to that. And then it also does give you, a decent shooter on here without stabilization. So just keep that in mind. However, the software on here was really nice. It was basically a stock version of Android, which was packed in with some really cool features that I want to get into in a little bit more detail. But I was able to actually get the update software on here, and just keep in mind that you won't get Android 13 or even Android 14 on here. You're going to be stuck on Android 12. So I just want to let you know that. So it does have a headphone jack at the top. It does have a nice textured power button. It also does have the volume rocker above that. And even though it's not getting Android 13, it's not crazy important, because it does pack a lot of features that you could still take advantage of, and you're still going to get security software updates on here. So it does have that one-handed mode operation, so for when you want to actually get to something at the top of the screen without having to lift your hand all the way to the top. You also do get split screen mode on here too, so you can do some multitasking on this device as well, whether you're using it in the landscape mode or if you want to turn it sideways and use it in the portrait mode. Now, one of my special requests would be that Motorola actually gives us at least 2 years of OS updates, because a lot of the devices that they've been putting out in the budget price point have only been getting a promise of 1 year of OS software support. So I definitely think that it would be pretty cool if they actually did that, especially companies like OnePlus as well. When it comes to their budget devices, it seems like the software support is limited to 1 year. However, Samsung has actually raised the bar when it comes to the software security, so I definitely think that Motorola would be able to compete a little bit better if they did actually give you one more additional letter upgrade. Now, this device does pack some really cool features on here that are specialized for the Motorola. Like if you lock the screen while music is playing and then use the volume rocker up, you can switch the tracks forward or back by using the bottom volume rocker. And you can also get raw JP files as well, so you can, you know, switch it to the raw setting, or the file format for the pictures can also be switched back to RAW and JPEG or whatever. And so it does give you some cool gesture modes to capture some photos on here. You also do get a nice cutout mode for, you know, when you're using photography on people. A nice portrait mode too. But the cameras are going to be one of the things that this device has a lot of compromises with. One of the things that really stands out is the overall battery at 2 days with the 5,000 milliamps. But if you made it to the end of the video, just type "I'm still here," so I know you're still kicking it with me. I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people, and watch another video that I put on the left or the right hand side right after this, and I'll get right back with you on the next video. Okay, later crew, peace.